What is up, YouTube family? You guys, today I'm gonna be doing part one of what if Luffy had the Mera no Mi fruit. So somebody asked me to do this in the comments, and I've been thinking and trying to set out a way for Luffy to have the Mera no Mi fruit. So basically, the only way I could think was Luffy ate the Mera no Mi fruit instead of the Gum fruit. The Gum fruit is not going to be right there. Like I was thinking of giving Luffy the Mera no Mi fruit after Ace died. But then I thought about it. Doesn't, like, we wouldn't get a fight scene. All we'd get is Hordy killing the 50,000 pirates. Like, I mean, Luffy killing the 50,000 pirates after the 2-year time skip, which is not really invaluable. So, instead we're going to do, what if Luffy-sama had the Mera no Mi fruit. So let's hop right into this. What if? So basically, you might be asking, what fruit does Ace have? Now this is where things get a little bit tricky. When Luffy and Ace met, Luffy was carrying a devil fruit, and Ace would say, "Hey, I want that." As Ace rushes up to Luffy, as he knows what it is. It's a devil fruit. So he tries to take it, but then Luffy says, "No, it's mine." And for the past few days, Ace has been trying to get the devil fruit. As Luffy then says, "I know what we can do. We can both share the devil fruit." As Luffy then cuts the devil fruit in half. This might not actually be how devil fruits work, but it's a way. Deal with it. As they both eat the Mera no Mi fruit, and all of a sudden, flames start to come on Luffy and Ace's body. As Ace says, "That was disgusting. It wasn't that bad to me." This kid's weird. For every time I say say do a Marco X Ace or Iruka X Kakashi. I don't know. I don't know why I watched that. Oh my gosh. So yeah. It was really weird. Like, whoa. I can't even look at Ace and Marco the same anymore. I can't even look at Kakashi and Iruka the same anymore without thinking about that. Like, ugh. But what is it? The circle of life. So, whoa, that's not the circle of life at all. Never mind. So we're going to see Luffy. He picked up all of his teammates. As you might be asking, why do I start every One Piece what if at Marineford? Yes, I call it Marineford, you call it Marineford. So the reason why I start every what if at Marineford is because it's my damn channel. I want to. So we basically see Luffy as he says, as he sees his brother Ace, he says, "I'm coming for you, Ace." So let's say that there are two types to the Mera no Mi fruit. There is the what is it called? Lokia type, and then there's the Paramecia type, if you will. So Luffy can't turn into fire or anything like that, but he can emit flames from his body and he can fire it at people. So yeah. Oh, that's coming out soon. And so is that. I'm spoiling things. Oh, and so is part 3 of this. So yeah, just showing y'all. So we see as Luffy then emits flames around his body like Endeavor. And Whitebeard looks at Luffy. Let's say in this one, Luffy knows Haki, like, just to spice things up. Because I want black flames. Like, Amaterasu. As Blackbeard says, "You have a fire devil fruit. Where did you get that from?" "I ate the Mera no Mi fruit." "What?" But Ace ate the Mera no Mi fruit. We split it in half and we both shared it. But now, I'm gonna save Ace. Even if it costs me my life. As Luffy then jumps out and then he's rushing at where Ace is. As then, out of nowhere, a couple of Marines then rush at Luffy as they fire their guns. Now, Luffy then puts around his armament hockey as these attacks are hitting his armament hockey. They say, "What? Nothing's even happening to him." As Luffy then touches the ground, as he says, "Fire outburst!" As fire then flares everywhere as it hits the submarines. As Luffy then keeps rushing, a Kuzan then comes in as he's about to throw a light kick. He then says, like, Kuzan and Luffy have some bad blood. Luffy has gear second, but it won't shorten out his life because instead it's like fire boost, like when he teleports for gear second, it's like fire, like a rocket, he just disappears. As Kuzan says, "It's time I repay you for that punch in the face at Sabaody." What? This guy's the guy from... As then Kuzan then kicks Luffy right in the arm as Luffy's then sent flying back. Marco then comes in as he then kicks Kuzan right in the face. Kuzan's sent flying as Luffy gets back up. And then you see as Luffy then starts to his blood then starts to, he then starts to heat up his blood. As then ripples are then sent down Luffy's skin as he then vanishes. And then he turns up, let's say, a couple of meters or feet, like about 20 feet further. And then then Smoker then comes rushing at Luffy. Smoker then comes rushing at Luffy as he's about to hit Luffy with his club. And Luffy just brings back his arm as he says, "Fire Fist and my burn!" As him and Smoker then collide their attacks. Smoker didn't have enough time to take his smoke out, so he got hit with Luffy's attack as he then sent flying back. As all of a sudden Shigi then comes in the air as she's jumping, and she says, "You're gonna pay for that." As then Zoro opens his eyes. Now, I want to make Zoro way more stronger than that. So Zoro has the Enma sword, and he's as strong as Zoro after the time skip. Like when we first met Zoro at Sabaody, I think. Like before they went to Fisherman Island, Zoro, which was probably still the same strength Zoro. But he didn't do any special training, and he does not have the Sharingan. Zoro had his eyes closed. As he then takes out his blade, and then he says, "Well, it seems like my captain's in trouble." As Whitebeard then looks down at Zoro and says, "I couldn't even sense him. Wait, that sword." As Whitebeard then speaks up, that's the sword of Kazuki Odin, the god sword. Enma, what is a child like you doing burying it? Oh, let's just say I got it from a certain place years ago, but that doesn't matter. As Zoro then tightens his bandana around his head, he says, "My captain's in trouble. How are you gonna get there in..." As Zoro then flashes off, and when Tashigi's about to hit Luffy, Luffy's just looking at her as he puts his hand on his hat, and then he looks down. But then all of a sudden, as he then just smirks under his hat, and Zoro then comes with Enma. As when Tashigi's about to slice Zoro, all of a sudden, when she's about to slice Luffy, all of a sudden Zoro then comes out of nowhere as her and Enma then clash. This sends her sword flying, zooming. Her sword is out of her reach, and it has a ginormous, hole in it, I guess you could say, if you will. As it then goes flying back, and she then goes flying back. As Zoro then looks up at her, and then he says, it's like, then you hear that, do, 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 do. As Zoro then says, Tashigi, let's battle this like swordsmen. Do, 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 do. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna put any. I'm not even gonna edit this video, man. As Tashigi then says, how powerful is he? Well, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait for you all day, Tashigi. As Zoro has new attacks, they're still gonna do the 2-year time skip, but Zoro's new attacks are actually attacks from Dragon Breath. So Zoro then yells out as he says, let's see how strong you are. Breath of water, 10th style. The dragon of change. The changes of life. She then says, are you serious? As I'm going to be changing up all the attacks, like that. As Zoro then slashes his sword. And then she says, wait, I don't have anything. As Smoker then starts to get back up. But he says, damn it, I won't be able to get there in time. As Mihawk then looks up as he says, And then he just, it seems like he teleported over there as he clashes with Zoro's attack. And then this, kind of shocked Mihawk, the strength in that attack. As Zoro then smiles. Hawkeye Mihawk. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do do do. Do, 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 do. Okay, okay, I'm wasting my time doing that. As Mihawk then, oh my gosh, that song, it's just inside of my head booming. Do, 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 do. Okay, that was high as heck. As Mihawk then says, it seems you've gotten stronger, Roronoa Zoro. As Zoro then takes out his other 2 swords. As this being broadcasted as Zoro Sensei's watching, he then asks, so Mihawk, where do you think from that attack alone, where do you think I stand in strength? You're almost halfway my power, but when the moon rises and it's on your docks, destiny will count you out. Ugh, more of this destiny bullshit. I'm gonna show you that I pave my own destiny. As Zoro then just smirks, and then he says, it's time I tighten this bandana. As when Zoro takes it off, you're gonna see a line in his forehead, but he then tightens it. And then Luffy says, did you really have to do that? As he then says, Luffy, go. As we're just gonna look at Zoro's fight. As Zoro then, because what Luffy's doing right now is not important. The next fight will be him versus Koji. As Zoro then rushes at, what's his name? As they then both clash. Okay. As Mihawk saying, no way. I can't overpower him, but he doesn't seem to be overpowering me. What's going on? As Mihawk then says, you have gotten way stronger. Man, for someone whose name is Hawkeye Mihawk, you're pretty blind. As everyone then goes, he just told Mihawk that he's blind. We're all dead. What did you say? As he then puts his sword right in front of Mihawk, and then he says, one of the Ryugi swords. God Enma. As Mihawk then says, how did I not notice? Well, it's time we battle this out. As Zoro then starts to pump hockey into his sword. Like, let me show you a power scaling. How strong Zoro is. Zoro's basically gone beyond plus ultra, just to say that. But Zoro Sorry, I had to do something. Zoro is as strong as... Who could I compare him to? Dang it, my head just went blank. Oh, first commander, second commander. Now I know Zoro right now is barely as strong as a first division. Man, I want this fight to be fair. Now, this is a what if. I know this would never happen if Luffy actually had the Mera no Mi fruit, but Zoro is going to be as strong as Wano Arc Zoro. Now, shut up. I hope YouTube turns off the comments on this one, because y'all are going to massacre me in the comments. Good thing I'm immortal. Dang it. Now that y'all know I'm immortal, y'all are gonna keep massacring me in the comments. Dang it. Why did I have to drink from the fountain of youth? I'm just kidding. As we then get back into the story, I do not know Zoro's attacks. Like, what are some of Zoro's strongest attacks? Oh, shoot. Okay, got that. Okay, so... Zoro then looks at Mihawk as, like, he's as strong as Wano Zoro right now in chapter 1001. As he then rushes at Mihawk. Him and Mihawk then clash. As Zoro is... If you were to rank Luffy as a Yonko, Zoro would definitely be, like, a little bit strong. The same strength as Luffy. Now, I feel like Zoro is actually the same strength as Luffy in canon, actually, or even stronger. Now, I cannot tell y'all this right now because I'm a what if YouTuber and I'm not a analyst like Teching 1-on-1. As Zoro then says, let's fight like men. As whatever his name says, are you sure you would call yourself a man? Oh, shut up. Now, Great Dragon Twister. Mihawk then says, Great Dragon Twister Barrage. Now, I don't know. Oh, no. I know what I can do with Mihawk. I can give Mihawk the powers of... so I'm gonna give Mihawk the powers of Dragon Breath. Because I don't really know Mihawk's powers, like, he doesn't really show any of his moves, except for just slashing. So they then fight for a couple of seconds, as they see that Zoro is actually holding off Mihawk, and he's got a few good hits on Mihawk, and Mihawk's done the same, as they're both panting. You're strong. I presume we end this now, right, Mihawk? As Mihawk then says, yes. Mihawk then does his strongest attack, which is Breath of the Moon 16th style, Moon Bow, Half Broken Moon! And then as Zoro then yells, dang it, he might kill me with that one. Wait, no, he won't. Oh shoot, where is it? Now, 3-sword star, secret billion-fold world, Cosmic, whatever. As he then sends the attack at Mihawk, as Mihawk's getting overpowered. This attack is so strong that he's having some issues while he's fighting Zoro, man. And then he says, wait, can I actually beat him? Or has he become the strongest? As Zoro is then sent flying back, as Mihawk is sent flying back simultaneously. I should have used my Haki in that attack. And I was holding back on my strongest attack. So yes, I'm gonna have Zoro nearly defeat Mihawk. So he was holding back, like he was only going 75%, and he didn't use any Haki. So that still tells you that Zoro is bounds beneath Mihawk. So because I don't want y'all to murder me in the comments talking about any Mihawk is Yonko level, Zoro is second commander level. Well, in this one, Zoro is first commander level. He's stronger than Marco, dang it. Deal with it. As Zoro then gets up, bloody and battered. As Mihawk, like, I feel like Zoro might have a stronger will than Mihawk. As Mihawk gets up, as flashbacks then start to come in his head about like he sees Zoro like Shanks. Like, this kid is able to nearly defeat me. As his legs are dawdling, he says, "Well, you've gotten stronger, haven't you, Roro Nora?" Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is really weird. I was just talking about how Luffy had Endeavor's flames, and a YouTube video about Endeavor just came out. So we're then gonna skip over to where Luffy is, as a Koji then comes out of nowhere and he fires ice at Luffy. Luffy does the same, just with fire. As Luffy then yells, "Now, pound cannon, great dragon, fire barrage!" As this thing goes flying at Okoji, as Okoji sends out his own strong ice dragon attack, as these then collide, as Luffy then uses Gear 4, and this barely distracts Okoji, but Okoji then senses him as he rushes up to Luffy. He does random ice attacks at Luffy. As this hits Luffy, Luffy falls on the ground, as he then says, "Dang it, I didn't think that I was gonna have to use it this early. It might destroy a lot of Marineford, though." Wait, dang it, I forgot Endeavor's strongest attack. What is Endeavor's strongest attack? Prominence Burn. Okay. As Luffy then yells, "You better do your strongest attack, because after I do this, it'll be the end." As Luffy then puts out his hands. Luffy then puts his hands in front of him, as he then brings the bat like he's kind of like, it looks like he's doing a Kamehameha, as he then yells, "Prominence burn!" As his entire body is now fire, as this thing goes flying at Okoji, as Okoji uses all of his ice, his strongest attack. What is Okoji's strongest attack? What is Kuzan's strongest attack? Dang it. I meant Kuzan. Kuzan. Dang it, what the heck? Yeah, I got it wrong. Kuzan. Dang it. What the hell? Okay. Hi, Nomi, Logia type Devil Fruit, Swallow, Create, Control, Transform, Ice Human, Turn, Freezing Human. No, you gotta be capping. So you telling me that this dude's strongest attack is the ability to freeze humans? You're kidding me. As Okoji Okoji then yells, "I guess I have a new attack. Prominence Spike!" I don't know what to name Okoji's attack, as this is literally Prominence Burn, just with ice, as it then goes flying at Luffy's attack, as Luffy and Kuzan then start to put in hockey into their attacks. Now Luffy's not as strong as an Admiral. He is as strong as himself while he was fighting. Like, he's a little bit stronger than himself while he was fighting Katakuri. So yeah, he's first commander level. As he's doing this attack, he says, "Dang it, it's overloading." So it's kind of like a Kamehameha. So Kuzan's is overloading Luffy's right now. As Luffy then says, You're ice and I'm fire. You should be melted. As Kuzan wasn't expecting this, but then Conqueror's Hockey then starts to flood into the Prominence Burn, and then his ice is being burnt, like melted and destroyed as it's starting to overtake him, and then it's like a Kamehameha when it then gets overtaken, as it's like double the force of the regular Kamehameha. As that hits Okoji, Okoji's then sent flying back, as he's burnt, bruised, and battered, bloody on the ground as he gets back up. Well, at least he tries to. Now, listen, I think that first commanders are not as strong as admirals, but they're about as strong because admirals are a little bit weaker than Yonko, and then like the fleet admiral, nah, he's Yonko level, and the vice admiral, depending on who it is probably Yonko level, but admirals are like admirals are stronger than first commanders. Like, so if they went up against Luffy, um like if they went up against Katakuri, they would defeat Katakuri with about 85% of their power. But if they went up against Luffy, they'll defeat Luffy with about 90% of their power. If they went up against a Yonko, they like say if one of them went up against Blackbeard, then it would be, like tied, You don't understand what I'm saying. No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm the voice of all things. I can hear what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, that sounds so weird. As uh Luffy is now on Luffy is in this stance. It's just that he's on one knee and then his other knee is like that with his hand down like that, with Luffy looking up as he's panting. He says, "Damn, he's too strong for me." But then all of a sudden, lava fireballs are coming out of the sky as they're firing down on the ground. Luffy can't take an attack or else he'll probably die. As Luffy then says, "Dang it, I gotta move." As when he tries to get up, he then falls on the ground. And all of a sudden, you know that diamond guy? I think he was like the 3rd or 4th division commander. Then comes out of nowhere as he stops this. No, I think he's the 5th division commander. As he comes out of nowhere and he stops this attack from hitting Luffy. He says, "Go and save Ace." As Luffy then goes running off. As this is where I'm going to be ending off this video. Like, comment, subscribe, shut up, for on social media platforms. YouTube, we're out. Peace. See what I'm talking about?